Alrighty, this is part one. Just gonna start having a look at this maul. The recoil, the starter dogs don't engage on it. Should be 3 screws, one's missing, there's one there, and one there. And take them out. I've never worked on these before. I got a thing through there, screwdriver, I know it turns over. So we're gonna pop this recoil off and have a look at it. When I get the recoil off, I'll get back to you. Okay, there's what the recoil looks like inside. There's 3 notches in here. I presume that's for these starter dogs. When I pulled it apart, they were down like that. See how it's slowly coming up? So just from sitting, I imagine. Still turns over. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to blow this out. Put a little bit of lubricant on these, get them working good, see if the recoil works then. So I'll get back to you in a minute. Okay, I got the recoil together, it's working, got the plug out, no spark, didn't expect there to be. Put a little dribble oil in, there's 120 pounds compression. Any 2-stroke requires at least 90 pounds to run, they won't run right. These old girls, 120 tons. They'll run with, I've seen them run with 75, 80 pounds, no problem. But today's newer modern 2-strokes, they'll run on 90 psi, but they won't run worth a darn. Anyway, next thing I'm going to do is take the recoil back off. Spilled some oil on the muffler. Take the recoil back off and we'll pull the flywheel off. Going to show you something here interesting. I've had other mauls with this same end. I thought that's weird. I wonder if somebody's changed it. This rubber boot. So I've seen 2 or 3 mauls with this style. This rubber boot just comes off. And you can see right there, you can see the end. Like I say, I've had a few like this. I think my 7 or 6 has this. So obviously there was a piece. So they're probably original to these. A friend of mine's got a Maul 7, he's got an end like that. So I just thought I'd share it with you. Anyway, we'll get the recoil off, we'll pull the flywheel off and see what the coil looks like. Get back to you in a minute. Okay, I just wanted to show you this nut in there. You'll see it's got a lip on it. This is the piece that had all the springs on it. So you take them off, you put this back on, you put all these bolts back in, and then you spin the nut out and it'll pull the flywheel off. There's several Maul models I've seen like this. Anyway, I'm going to get the flywheel. Okay, so you're seeing what I'm seeing. The coil's got cracks in it. What I'm going to try and do is clean up the points here. Can take them out, clean them up, see if I got spark. If I got spark, I'll take out the ignition plate and seal the coil up with epoxy. Like I say, it's not my saw. I've had good luck with sealing them up with epoxy. I know you can still buy them. Anyway, we're going to try sealing up with epoxy. We'll go from there. And if it doesn't work, we'll contact the owner and see if he wants to buy a new coil for it. For now, I'm going to shut you off here and I'll come back when I've tried cleaning up the points. We'll see if we got spark. Bye for now. Sorry, wiggling ears around here. Hopefully you can see that meter's on 1. Okay, I've cleaned the points all up. There's a little Bakelite washers that go in between this to stop contact between the points. So I put this paper in to represent open points. So what I want to do is I want to touch on this side of the points and this side of the points, and if it stays at 1, that means there's an open circuit. It would be the same as the points being open. We don't want them going to, it'll go to all zeros. Okay, so there, we're staying at 1. If we went to all zeros, I'll pull this paper out and it'll let the points touch. Now we should get a reading of going to all zeros, which means a closed circuit. There we go. Really important for these that you don't have them zeroed out when they're opened. You need to test them when they're out of the saw, because when they're hooked up to all that coil, the kill switch, the condenser and everything, it will give the illusion of being a closed circuit all the time. Anyway, just thought I'd share that with you. Really important that these points, when they get really oily and cruddy, they short out and you'll have no spark. So I'm going to put these points back in. Hopefully we'll get spark. If not, the coil's junk. Okay, I've got it back together. I've already checked, got spark. I'm just going to show you here. So that shows you we got spark. Don't really like the inside of this coil, or flywheel. Sorry, not coil. I don't know what that crud is. It feels like oil and grease. There's a lot of it in there. Like I say, who knows where it come from? It could have leaked out of anywhere. So I'll clean it all out. Hopefully it's not the seal. It's pretty thick, oily, gooey stuff, so I don't think it's the seal, but who knows where it come from. Sorry about the camera being all over the place, just looking for stuff as I'm talking. So I'll get some epoxy. I'll take the whole mag plate out. There's just a couple of screws hold it in. One there, one there, one there. Doesn't really matter. We're going to take it out. And we're going to clean this up and seal this coil up with epoxy. If you don't seal it up, it'll just short out and it will be garbage. Let's check the gas tank. Spun the cap off. Let's have a look in there. Oof. I can smell it. So there's something else you're gonna have to deal with. Sorry, the light's probably making it worse. There you go. Nasty. So we'll call this part 1. We're gonna have to deal with the coil and everything. And like I say, anyway, I'm repeating myself. I'll get some epoxy, I'll pull it out, I'll clean it up, and show you how I epoxy it up and go from there. Bye for now.